Yo, what's up, party people? Did Montez uploaded the video yet?
Nah, not yet. He says he's gonna upload it today.
I checked his channel. He just uploaded the video. Finally, we get to watch it.
Hey guys, it's on.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Montez. We about to react to a video. Well, actually, two videos. One is called My Truth, and the other one is the other video that Kenneth released. Now, I didn't get a chance to record both videos, which I already got posted because the boys out here been working, overtime and everything, and yeah. I've just been getting my hustle. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make a lot of money so that way, like, once I end up blowing up on this YouTube, acting, streaming, music, but also like me now doing acting, now I get to be here 24/7 with y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I have to work a job again. So we gonna end up reacting to My Truth by Cat. Kate Vert. See what she gotta say.
Hello everyone, I am here to say my truth and share my story on the things that have been released on the internet and the things that have happened to me.
Wait, hold on.
First and foremost, I want to start off by taking full accountability for what I did. I want to start off by apologizing to the person that I hurt the most in this situation, which was my ex. I want to say sorry to my supporters that I disappointed. I did a lot of things that I'm not proud of, and I have to own up to them. To my ex, I'm so sorry for hurting you, and I'm sorry that I did not take your feelings into consideration when I did what I did. But our relationship was not picture perfect as it may seem. I lost myself in our relationship, and I was in a very dark place at the time when I did what I did. I have to own up to what I did, and I have to take accountability for my actions. And in doing that, I've come to realize that I need help for myself and for all my loved ones around me. I know I've done wrong, I fucked up, and I'm taking time away to seek professional help in order to correct my mistakes, reflect on what I've done, and become a better person. But I would still like to come on here to share my story because regardless, I've done wrong and I did not have to go down that route, and I deeply regret it.
I mean, what? I mean, I can't. I mean, I give her props. I even like I could say like she admitted what she done what was wrong. I mean, I give her that. Like at least she owned up to what she has done was wrong. When she acknowledged that. Like I give her that.
But there's more to my story, and there's a lot of lies and misinformation being spread about me in order to farm more hate and negativity towards my name, and I would like to clear up a lot of things. First, I want to address the note that was released online. I did not have any involvement in creating it or writing it in any way. It was only shared to me. And I also want to make this very clear. I did not have any sexual intercourse with anybody outside of my relationship.
Allegedly.
There was a rumor going around that I was cheating my entire relationship, and I've been doing this for months, which is completely false because this is only a recent incident that had occurred. I'm not trying to make anything I've done sound any better, but I think it's important that I share my truth because of the insane amount of lies that are being spread about me on the internet.
I mean, the proof is out in the pudding, and you got exposed for that. I mean, it's out there. I mean, you cheated on Kenneth, your boyfriend, your ex boyfriend, with your cousin, which is something that you actually admit that what you did was wrong. But we can just like go off from there. I mean, you did it. It's out there. But the whole idea of her ended up actually fucking her cousin. I don't know. I mean, it's allegedly because we don't know if she actually did or not. But like at the end of the day, I don't want to know what the fuck they doing behind closed doors in the room with each other, which is obviously that's fucking disgusting. I don't want to. I do not even want to remotely thinking about what the fuck they was doing.
Firstly, I want to clear up that I wasn't disowned by anybody, and I still have a great relationship with my mother. This was
Oh, I'm assuming that's the mother in the middle of the picture. Please go inside, sleep it off, okay? Please go eat and go to sleep. Tomorrow's a new day. I'm going to sleep. Before you go to sleep, good night. Okay, we're talking. I want you to come to Miami to get. Did she even respond? Oh yeah, she did. It was like a little green bubble text. Anyway, that's not even important.
It was a fallacious rumor that was started by someone that I thought was a friend and is completely untrue. My family does not agree with the choices that I made, but they're standing beside me as I continue to get help and work to better myself. I also want to talk about a stream that my ex was on where he alleged that I did not want to publicly claim him and I wanted to hide our relationship from the internet. But in reality, in the first year of us being together, we actually had a popular couple page. And the real reason on why I wanted to go private was because at the time, I had a lot of people actively telling me to leave him because it was toxic. I also want to make it clear that any cousin or stepbrother or any content like that we made together was his idea and he convinced me to do it. The next thing I want to address is a very serious topic. It is my belief that suicide in any form should be taken serious and never lightly. While I understand the streaming business and the need to say crazy things in order to get clips and impressions, the thought that somebody's personal struggle with suicide can be used by anybody for jokes and views is disgusting and cruel. While I've been off the net, it was brought to my attention that the streamer Snowcone made up a false rumor that I admitted myself into a suicide facility in order to get attention from my ex. I was involuntarily admitted into a suicide facility because I was considered a threat to myself. It was a terrible experience and one I would never wish on myself or anybody else. I want to say to Snowcone that while I understand I'm not perfect and I've done wrong, regardless of the mistakes that a person makes, that doesn't give you or anybody else the right to belittle, lie, and create false allegations about somebody's mental health. Throughout all of this, you've lied and made up rumors about me in order to hate farm me and get attention. Even though you don't care, I want to let you know that the rumors you created have garnered me more death threats and have made my mental battle that much harder. And that hurts from someone I considered a close friend. Me and my ex were involved in a toxic and abusive relationship. When I was in love with him, I was blind to the harmful behavior and abuse that was going on. Our relationship was built on unhealthy emotional attachment, and I stayed because it was all that I knew. He was my first boyfriend, he was my first everything, and I met him when I was 18, just graduated high school, and he was 21. There's two sides to every story, and our relationship was unhealthy on both ends. And since he's decided to bring my wrongdoings onto the internet, I believe it is only fair that I bring attention to the things that he has done to me, because my ex was never a saint like he paints himself out to be.
Which I don't agree with. It's like you already made your point about you ended up just apologizing about what you have done. That led up to what you're in now. Like you made your point about you ended up just apologizing, and you wish you would just like take all the backs, whoop-de-whoop. But just leave it at that. But you bringing up what he has done in the past, it's like it's not gonna work because you actually put yourself in a position where you got exposed by your ex, well now your ex Kenneth, for what you have done by you cheating on him with your cousin, and then all of a sudden you want to put him in a position where he allegedly ended up just abuse you. Where if that was the case, if he actually did abuse you, then you should have left a long time ago. You should at least like just expose him first of that before this whole entire like allegations of you ended up just letting your cousin crack, or you end up cheating on your ex with your cousin. Like that's what you should have done.
We had a lot of arguments throughout our relationship, which was normal. But what wasn't normal was the verbal, mental, and physical abuse that he subjected me to. He put me through a lot in the past 2.5 years of us being together. He even forced himself on me at one point. My ex dealt with a lot of anger issues, and he would often use me as an outlet. For example, he would punch things, he would rip wires in the heat of conflicts. He would yell at me when I cried, and he would gaslit me until I believed I was the problem. There were 2 or 3 times where my ex would approach me unprovoked and put me in a chokehold against the wall, and I would tell him to stop because I was scared, and he wouldn't. The next thing I'm about to say are serious allegations that I know men often get falsely accused of, But at the end of the day, all I can do is come on here, tell my truth, tell my story, whether you want to believe it or not. There was a time when
Fair
me
enough.
and my ex were drinking, and he forced himself onto me. And it hurt, and I cried, and I begged him to stop, but he never did. At the time of my essay, he was very rough on me, which resulted in me getting a cut on my insides. Luckily, I was able to take video footage of the blood on the scene and a graphic photo of the damage that resulted.
The picture of my internal tearing was too graphic to share online. Nigga, is that Kool-Aid? Is that Kool-Aid? Bruh.
After all this abuse, I formed a trauma bond with my ex, which made it hard for me to leave and left me in a cycle of half-hearted apologies that I continue to accept. This was a memory of mine that was heavily repressed because I didn't know how to process it at the time, and I was very oblivious to what a healthy relationship was supposed to look like. After 1 year of mental torment and trying to get my ex to change to no avail, I left. Here's proof of my ex admitting to his anger issues and admitting to the abuse that led to the fallout of our relationship. I still have the letter.
What happened to the... Like literally, what happened to the time where like you just call somebody just to talk to all of that instead of just leaving these long ass paragraphical texts or a paragraph of a text where like you reading the goddamn script
That he wrote for me, where he confessed to his abuse and confessed to the wrongdoing.
She got the whole script. Speaking of script, she got the whole script. She came prepared. She got the whole script. I also have a
screenshot of a 20-minute confession where he confessed to his...
She got the whole script. She was really prepared. She really got the whole script and all that. Oh. But speaking of script, like, come to think about it, it looked like she's reading the script onto the shit that she's saying right about now. Like she legit looked like she's reading the whole entire script about what she's saying right now of the video. Like they just like, I bet you somebody in her ear gonna tell her like, oh, we gonna send you this so you can be able to like say what you gonna have to say about the whole situation so you can be put in a better light. And she accepted, and that's what she's reading off of. It look like it sound like, I don't know. To me, it sounds like she's reading the script off of what she's saying throughout the video. That's what it sounded like to me.
Wrongdoings, and he made it for me in order to convince me to continue being in a relationship with him. I tried to re-access the link in order to showcase the video for you guys today, but it was sent by him and it was privated by him, so I no longer have access to it. My ex often tried to use money as a way to avoid responsibility for his shortcomings. I'm very grateful for everything my ex bought for me. However, I don't appreciate insisting that I was freeloading off of him when everything he ever did was his choice. And I don't believe a relationship should just be reduced to a list of expenses either. Monetary value does not disregard toxic behaviors. After all of these gestures, I took my ex back in February of 2025. And in March of that year, after leaving him from the airport, I was set into a spiral of losing myself and wanting to seek therapy. Here's the video I recorded after leaving my ex.
Like, I just don't know what I'm doing anymore, but like, I feel like
oh, that's like last year.
I'm losing my mind, bro. And like, I just need to listen and get help from other people in my life, or maybe therapy. Like, I think like a lot of stuff that's been going on like in my life, like I need to stop pretending that I'm sorry, this is so like non-descriptive, but I just kind of want to pour everything out because I'm breaking point in my life right now, but it's not your problem at all. But yeah, I need help in that sense. I need to listen and grow up and do better.
At the end of the day, I chose to stay in this relationship and I made my mistakes. I regret everything I did and I wish I could take it all back. I never wanted to hurt anybody and I understand how badly I messed up. The only thing I can do from now is take the time to better myself and to heal. The next and final thing I would like to discuss is my mental health. Throughout everything that has happened, I have come to terms with the fact that I suffer with depression. It's a battle that I've been unknowingly fighting for the past 2 years. I was in denial and blamed it on a lot of other things in my life without fully understanding myself. Mental health is so stigmatized to where a lot of people, including me, do not get the help that they need when they need it, and it can often lead to self-destruction.
I'm not trying to make a joke out of this, but it really looked like she's doing a video for a sponsor for a suicide prevention. It looked like I'll say this again. To me, it looked like she's reading this shit off of a script. I mean, like, that's what it looked like to me.
Throughout the past few weeks, I've attempted to take my life multiple times, and the only reason I'm here right now is because I failed. During this fight, I stopped eating, I stopped sleeping, and I struggled to take care of my well-being. I felt helpless, and every day I would struggle with finding a reason to continue to live. I often felt like the world would be a better place without me. The suicide facility that I was admitted to was an abrasive environment that only made me regress more. In my time there, I met a lot of people that were in worse positions than me, and I learned a lot about the unfair and inhumane treatment that these people receive. And from my experience there and my own personal journey, I've been very motivated to advocate for better resources and more attention given to these people to assist them in getting the proper help that they need. I understand that my actions have consequences, and I also understand how the internet works. So I knew the hate was inevitable, and I have no problem with facing that. However, I do want to remind you guys that I am still a human being, and I don't think anyone deserves the immense cyberbullying and the non-stop death threats that I've received in the past few days.
I mean, I can't admit that she ain't, like, I can agree with her on the fact that, like, no matter what she has done, like, that's very much unforgivable. Like, with her end up cheating on Kenneth with her cousin, which that's 100% unacceptable. I don't care how much you have feelings for your cousin in that way, that's still unacceptable. But I don't think she deserves any type of death threats or people telling her that she deserves to die for what she did. Like at the end of the day, she's human. I'm pretty sure everybody ends up doing. I'm pretty sure everybody in their life has done bad. Some even worse than others. But I don't think somebody deserved to die behind it. And also, like, at the end of the day, it's like everybody's human. Everybody literally end up just making mistakes and done some shit that they have done that was wrong. I mean, that right there is what I can agree with. But the whole cheating on your boyfriend with your cousin, that's something that's not even acceptable. That's not even. I strongly don't agree with that.
I do believe that bringing all of this to the internet and the way my ex did was completely wrong and invasive. It felt like a breach in our privacy. I know a lot of people don't believe I deserve the platform that I have and don't think I should come back to the internet at all. I understand. What I did is undoable, it's terrible, and I can't tell you enough how much I regret it. However, I do want to come back. I do want to be able to use my platform to raise awareness for mental health because I know there's a lot of people out there who are just like me, who are struggling and they don't even know it. I will be back to streaming and I will be back to doing what I love because at the end of the day, I want to use my platform to help people. And I do believe after I get stronger and I get help, I can do that. To my community and to all my supporters, I'm so sorry I let you guys down. I'm so sorry I disappointed you guys. And if you are still here to support me, thank you. If not, that's okay too. Thank you for your time. And thank you for listening to my truth and my story. This is my experience and the things that I went through in my relationship and in the past 2.5 years of my life.
I mean, yeah, we heard her side of the story, but if she is willing to come back to streaming or any type of content that she has done in the past, it won't. I'm gonna just say it straight up. Like, it won't be the same as it was before. People going to now look at her as the female streamer who fucked their cousin and who was basically a cousin lover in that type of way, and is going to make up a lot of jokes and bring up the fact that she messed around with a cousin, which led up to her end up being exposed by cheating on her ex with her cousin. We already heard her side of the story. Now we get to be able to hear Kenneth's side of the story, because apparently he made a response video of that. Now we get to be able to tune in and watch. So yeah, I'll see you guys on that video.
Catalina, there's no way out of this one. I'm sorry, but you're done.
I ain't gonna lie. I thought he called her Capelina. I thought he called her Capelina.
You're finished. So apparently Kat has dropped the video titled My Truth. But honestly, Kat has dropped the video titled My Truth, but the whole video's fucking lies. So how the fuck does that work? I'm not gonna lie, Kat, you fucked with the wrong one. Nobody, and I mean nobody, will sit here and fucking lie on my fucking name, bruh. Hell nah. Alright, so the demon has dropped the video My Truth. For whatever fucking reason, it has 2.8 thousand likes. Y'all niggas are sick in the head. Y'all niggas really let yourself get manipulated by this demon, bro. By this fucking demon. Let's get into it.
Hello everyone, I am here to say my truth and share my story on the things that have been released on the internet and the things that have happened to me. First and foremost, I want to start off by taking full accountability for what I did. I want to start off by apologizing to the person that I hurt the most in this situation, which was my ex. I want to say sorry to my supporters that I disappointed. I did a lot of things that I'm not proud of, and I have to own up to them. To my ex, I'm so sorry for hurting you, and I'm sorry that I did not take your feelings into consideration when I did what I did. But our relationship was not picture perfect.
All right, I'm sorry for fucking, you know what, I'm sorry for cheating on you with my cousin, but our relationship wasn't perfect, so that's the reason why I did so. I'm sorry for sending my cousin pictures of my ass, titties, and fucking cooch on your living room couch and in your restroom and on my bed, but you know what, because our relationship wasn't okay, that excuses it. I'm sorry that you had to find my cousin's cock in my camera roll, but you know what? It's okay, because our relationship wasn't okay in the first place. And that right there is the work of the reputation saver that you was emailing and your fucking YouTube manager told me about, bruh. He told me that the moment I exposed you, that you was emailing people trying to figure out ways how to come back from this shit, bruh. You was emailing people discussing ways on how to just push the whole cousin freakery aside and just bring something new to light. And it's like,
it sounded like her manager was helping out Kenneth, knowing damn well what she done was wrong. As he should.
Like, bro, like, come on, bro. Like, you really gonna try to ruin me because you got caught cheating on your cousin. I'm innocent. I didn't do shit. But you know what? I'm gonna watch the video and hear what you got to say.
As it may seem. I lost myself in our relationship, and I was in a very dark place at the time when I did what I did. I have to own up to what I did. I have to take accountability for my actions. And in doing that, I've come to realize that I need help for myself and for all my loved ones around.
Okay, all right, yeah, we get that.
Help in order to correct my mistakes, reflect on what I've done, and become a better person. But I would still like to come on here to share my story, because regardless, I've done wrong, and I did not have to go down that route, and I deeply regret it. But there's more to my story, and there's a lot of lies and misinformation being spread about me.
Okay.
In order to farm more hate and negativity with my name. And
I want to hear what Kenneth had to say about that.
Like to clear up a lot of things. First, I want to address the note that was released online. I did not have any involvement in creating it or writing.
It was a shared note. Bro, on Apple phones, you share a note to somebody. You collaborate on a note. Both people, you have to literally like damn near like accept that shit. Am I tripping? It's a shared note. I went through your notes app and that shit was there. You have a bucket list with your cousin, bro. Like, come on, bro. Some of the stuff that's on there doesn't even make sense if he wrote it from his point of view. The internet is not that stupid.
In any way. It was only shared to me. And I also want to make this very clear. I did not have any sexual intercourse with anybody outside of my relationship.
Allegedly. like I said, allegedly. I don't want to know what the fuck her and her cousin got going on. I don't want to know, because that shit is disgusting.
There was a rumor going around that I was cheating my entire relationship, and I've been doing this for months, which is completely false.
Hey, first of all, hold on. First of all, there's clips on the internet of you literally admitting, confessing your love for your cousin.
But back when I was like, I don't even know the age, to be honest. I was young. I was just hitting puberty. Me and my cousin,
L story, yep, get
we
to the
kind of had a
point.
thing. We kind of had a thing going. But like, it was kind of one-sided though. It was more so me. But like, I remember like, I had a big crush on this nigga because we were best friends. And at the time, being best friends with a guy when I'm just hitting puberty and like my hormones are a little bit like peaking, you know what I'm saying? I kind of associated him with that.
Literally.
I don't even know why she thought it was a good idea for her to be able to say that on camera. Like, she should at least kept that to herself if that's how she really feels. But either way, that shit's still disgusting. And I noticed that he got the Goon Cave sticker off his wall. I guess like a lot of people, including myself, gotta go check out the last video that I did on this one. But yeah, a lot of like we all called him out on that. Well, we didn't call him out. We just all pointed it out on the wall. And I guess he ended up taking that down. Cause it was kind of crazy to call your room a goon cave.
Literally, like I'm talking about, I don't know how old this clip was last year, 2 years ago, but we've been dating for 2 years and some change. And you're on stream talking about how you have feelings for your cousins. You found him attractive when I was younger. You don't know if it was your hormones taking over. But now the fact that you cheated on me with your cousin, this means that every single time you told me that you left to go hang out with your family, that you left to Kentucky to go stream at this fucking, the biggest world fucking roller coaster in the world, that you was with your cousin. Because, I mean, I have proof of that too. Like, you was in the hotel room with your cousin. You kept on telling me you was going on these trips. You went to Puerto Rico with your cousin. You went everywhere with your cousin. And it's like, bruh, like, but you only cheated on me recently, right? This only happened last month, right? Okay. But you know, I guess you just get to excuse that, I guess. I don't know. Like, I don't know if this is like manipulation, top tier rage bait or what, but okay, you know what? I'm gonna keep on listening to what you gotta say, all right?
False, because this is only a...
But it's like, regardless of whether she fucked her cousin in the hotel or not, either way, like, she's still cheating when she was throwing that ass on camera, like, for her cousin to see. And the fact that, like, they have separate rooms and they supposed to be together. Like, imagine if Kenneth discovered the whole entire mess that she had made on the bed while she was doing all this nasty shit with her cousin in the bed, and you see all this little white stuff, you see all this little white wet spot on the bed and all that. That right there will fuck you up, would cause you to like burn down the whole entire house down. Might even hit up your insurance provider for like the insurance money for the house being burned down by making up some type of false story about it was like a major gas bust or something like that, or electrical fire. Shit, I would have done that if I was in that position. And also on top of that, why the hell, like, if they together, why the hell would they have like this, like the separate rooms when they could have a room to themselves? Maybe I sound old school, but it just didn't seem right with me. I don't know.
Recent incident that had occurred. I'm not trying to make anything I've done sound any better, but I think it's important that I share my truth because of the insane amount of lies that are being spread about me on the internet. Firstly, I want to clear up that I wasn't disowned by anybody, and I still have a great relationship with my mother. This was a fallacious rumor that was started by someone that I thought was a friend and is completely untrue. My family does not agree with the choices that I made, but they're standing beside me as I continue to get help and work to better myself. I also want to talk about...
First of all, even though I'm in the right 100% for leaving you and talking about how I feel because you cheated on me with your cousin, you know, your parents were literally calling me and threatening me to delete that video because I don't know, they were threatening me with so much stuff that was just so uncalled for, and I don't know, it just seems like they're more biased to you than what's actually going on. Like I think the fact that you're making this video right now, and I don't know, man. Let me just keep watching the video, bro.
Extreme that my ex was on, where he alleged that I did not want to publicly claim him and I wanted to hide our relationship from the internet. But in reality, in the first year of us being together, we actually had a popular couple page. And the real reason on why I wanted to go private was because at the time, I had a lot of people actively telling me to leave him.
Bro. Like, it's honestly crazy how much, like, bro, I've never been in a situation like this, but bro, girls are really like manipulators, bro. And I wish I had iCloud Pro or iCloud Plus, bro, because I'm scrolling through my phone trying to bring the proof. This girl literally would make excuses not to post me because her fucking fan base was majority guys. She kept on telling me that she had a lot of mods that would gift her subs and she would use them, bruh. She would literally use y'all, bruh. She would literally take y'all money and fucking, I don't know what type of operation she had going on, but bro, she didn't want to post me because of all her male fans. She didn't want to talk about me. I ain't gonna lie, we broke up like 5+ times in our whole relationship, and 99.9% of the times we broke up, she ran to the internet to talk about the breakup, to talk about whatever happened. And it's just so weird, bro. But the moment I do, when you actually do something insane, like cheated on me with your cousin, I'm the bad guy. Like, I'm the bad guy.
Because it was toxic. I also want to make it clear that any cousin or stepbrother or any content like that we made together was his idea and he convinced me to do it.
Say wallahi. Yo, like I said, bro, she did not want the internet to know that she had a boyfriend because it would make her lose followers. She kept on telling me that. And I wish I had screenshots from when, bro. I don't know what's going on my iCloud. I'm trying to get messages from like early 2024 to 23, but I can't, bro. But I promise y'all, she would not want to post me. You could go on her page. She never had videos of me. It was always me, bro. I literally kept on telling her, why don't you post me? Why don't you post me? And she confessed this one time saying, my followers are majority males. They would unfollow me. I would lose all my followers, etc., etc., etc. She's sick in the head, bro.
He ain't lying about that. That I can agree with him on that one, because you do got some females who are content creators, don't want to post their, they don't want to post their boyfriend onto their channels because, well, onto their videos because they might lose like at least like 90% of their male audience, because the same male audience that usually support their female content creators are the simps. They usually just send their gifts, send them money, and send them everything that in the hopes of they're gonna get something in return that they not. But with regards to them having that type of male fan base, they don't want to post their partner onto their channel because they're gonna use them as like social, they're gonna use them for a social income. And whatever it is they're going to game out of them in order for them to like have their bills being paid. While you got some female content creators don't do that. And they would rather just post their boyfriend online regardless. You know, whether they feel some type of way or not. You know, it's all about like who's willing to support in general. And also it's always got to be like a loyal partner that's willing to like do this, that, and the third without their partner being posted, or they're gonna be loyal to their partner and also just post their partner onto Facebook or whatever content they end up making through one of those platforms. Whether they like their male audience gonna leave or not, but at the end of the day, the females that post their man through their channel, they don't care about that. All they care about is like making videos for their audience, and that's about it, whether they leave or not. But for the females that don't post their boyfriends on their channel because they don't want to lose their male audience because they trying to use them as social income, it's like, yeah, they care more about that than their partner. But if their partner 100% support them on doing that, hey, that's just them and whatnot. But he ain't lying about that.
Next thing I want to address is a very serious topic. It is my belief that suicide in any form should be taken serious and never lightly. While I understand the streaming business and the need to say crazy things in order to get clips and impressions, the thought that somebody's personal struggle with suicide can be used by anybody for jokes and views is disgusting and cruel. While I've been off the net, it was brought to my attention that the streamer Snowcone made up a false rumor that I admitted myself into a suicide facility in order to get attention from my ex. I was involuntarily admitted into a suicide facility because...
All right, so first of all, this was like 5 days before I posted my video, and basically what happened was she kept on blowing up my phone, spamming my phone, no caller ID, text messages, calling my friends, and kept on saying, can I get back with you? Can we please work this out? I'm going insane. I'm going to, you know, manipulation words to get me to fucking get. I'm going my friends.
It won't. What's with the heart emojis though?
And kept on saying, can I get back with you? Can we please work this out? I'm going insane. I'm going to, you know, manipulation words to get me to fucking give her attention, because I was trying my hardest to just move forward in life. I caught her cheating. I'm trying to move forward, but she's blowing up my phone, trying to just get my attention, saying she's gonna do this. Even when she was going to the hospital, she was like, I'm leaving. And then she was calling me in the hospital, bruh. And I talked to her parents. Her parents said that she only had like 3 calls or whatever. She kept on spamming me on the hospital phone, bruh. Like, bro.
I was considered a threat to myself. It was a terrible experience and one I would never wish on myself.
And then the moment she got out, she literally posted it on the internet. That's a personal thing that nobody had to know. But because you want to go ahead and post it on the internet, you want to gain sympathy. Before, it's like you almost knew that I was going to expose you for cheating on me with your cousin. Because why are you going to the internet about you being in a facility? If you're really trying to like fix your head and get yourself right, why are you trying to sympathy farm online by posting yourself in the facility talking about, for the past couple of days, I just came out because I tried to do this and that. Like, bro, that's sympathy farming. That's not something that needs to be on the internet. And I don't know what else to say, bro.
Or anybody else. I want to say to Snow Cone that while I understand I'm not perfect and I've done wrong, regardless of the mistakes that a person makes, that
Yeah, me personally, I wouldn't post anything like that on social media, even if it's like something personal, because one, it's like I don't want nobody to know about it because it's none of y'all business. And number two, I just feel like it's just not the right. It just doesn't seem right to do it. You know, I might share like a little personal information every once in a while, like bits and pieces. But if it's like on an everyday basis, or just every time I'm going through something that's personal, I'm not taking that shit to social media. I'd rather just tell it to the ones that's in my circle, like my close friends and family, the ones that I actually do talk to, not on social media, because a lot of y'all need to know.
doesn't give you or anybody else the right to belittle, lie, and create false allegations about somebody's mental health. Throughout all of this, you've lied and made up rumors about me in order to hate farm me and get attention. Even though you don't care, I want to let you know that the rumors you created have garnered me more death threats and have made my mental battle that much harder. And that hurts from someone I considered a close friend. Me and my ex were involved in a toxic and abusive relationship.
Toxic and abusive. Toxic and abusive. This is what they always fucking do. You see how the shift went from, I'm sorry for sending my cousin nudes, I'm sorry that you had to walk in on me showing my bare ass and my bare ass cheeks to my cousin on FaceTime, to me and my ex had a very toxic relationship, and it was very abusive. But you know what? Let's see what I did. Let's see how abusive I was, right? Okay, let's see.
When I was in love,
Yeah, I want to see that too, cause this I don't know, like the whole abusive thing. I do want to get there. I want him to get his closure on that one.
with him, I was blind to the harmful behavior and abuse that was going on. Our relationship was built on unhealthy emotional attachment, and I stayed because it was all that I knew. He was my first boyfriend. He was my first everything.
You stayed because that's all you, bro. There were so many times where I tried to get away from you, but literally at TwitchCon, bro, I was in LA with my boys, bro, and you was literally calling me, telling me that you was finna, you know, and then like, bro, like I don't know, like.
All right, since you've been to LA, did you actually did C work? I see C work. I mean, did you actually end up doing the C walk or something? C walk, homie. Dun 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 dun. Okay, let me shut up.
Hey, bro, I get soft around that. I get soft with that shit because, like, bro, I don't want to be responsible. I care about you. I don't want to see you do that to yourself. But when you're calling me, spamming me, saying you're gonna do that, bro, keep in mind, TwitchCon was in San Diego. I was in LA. She started saying she was gonna do that stuff, saying how sad she was. This was like when we broke up or whatever. Back.
I hate when people be doing that, using suicide just to get people to come back, because it's like if you actually threaten somebody, like me personally, if somebody would have threatened me by saying that they're gonna commit suicide, and if I end up leaving them, not like 9 times out of 10, I'm just gonna look at it as an act. Because right now I do know, like if I know you like that, then you threaten me with you taking your own life because you ended up wanting to you could like because you didn't want you don't like the fact of me like leaving you. If you actually threaten me with you know that, 9 times out of 10 I'm just gonna look at it as an act. But if you actually end up doing that, then that would have me fucked up. I really hate when people do that. Because you're using a serious situation that people are struggling just to get them to come back to you. That right there is more demonic than anything. Like I can't stand people that do that.
In like TwitchCon last year. And then I drove all the way from LA to San Diego because she kept on threatening to do that to herself. And then, bro, it's just a mess, bro. Like, I have tried to leave several times. Yes, this was a toxic relationship, but stop trying to put the blame on me. You did what you did, and now you're trying to change the narrative to make it seem like I was a toxic, abusive boyfriend. Like, how can you do that right now, bro?
And I met him when I was 18, just graduated high school, and he was 21. There's two sides to every story.
I met him when I was 18, just graduated high school, and he was 21. First of all, you was a freshman in college, and I just turned 21, and I was literally a junior in college, okay? Now, I don't even know why that, like you try to make it seem like I was, like, no, I did not mess with you before you were 18. I messed with you after. Once you were in college, bro, like, what's going on right now? Like, you're trying so hard to make me look weird and to shift the focus, but, bro, stop it, bro. It's not gonna work, bro.
Yeah, they trying to, she's trying to get you into the R. Kelly status. Trying to make you appear on one of Jordan's videos as the predator type dudes. You know, look what Jordan did to EDP. She trying to get you on one of those.
And our relationship was unhealthy on both ends. And since he's decided to bring my wrongdoings onto the internet, I believe it is only fair that I bring attention to the things that he has done to me, because my ex was never a saint like he paints himself out to be. We had a lot of arguments throughout our relationship, which was normal, but what wasn't normal was the verbal, mental, and physical abuse that he subjected me to.
Hey, by the way, y'all notice how she's reading the script, right?
That's
like,
what I just said earlier.
Like, I wish I could just zoom in on her eyes.
That's what I just
These
said earlier.
soulless, evil eyes, and just see the fucking script on her PC screen, bro. This is sickening, bro. Like, these niggas really emailed her talking about, we gonna save you. All you gotta do is sign your soul away. Her soul is gone, bro.
Simping ain't easy in the city, in a streaming community. Simping ain't easy. Okay, let me shut up.
She's reading off a script they orchestrated a whole story to bring me down. It's sick.
He put me through a lot in the past 2.5 years of us being together. He even forced himself on me at one point.
Say wallahi. Yo, hold on.
My ex dealt with a lot of anger issues, and he would often use me as...
Okay, no. First of all, I've never forced myself on her. I've never put my hands on her. I've never done any of the sort, my nigga. First of all, this girl was literally like, I don't know what's the word, like over sexual or like overly freaky. But bro, she literally would force me to drink. Do
you think it was weird of you to force me to smoke and drink? I never smoked a full blunt before. How often you smoke? I smoked my last one and smoked weird. I smoked a lot without you knowing for the past year.
I've never drank or smoked.
Angry for what? Like just aggravated for no reason. So you were spending your money on weed every week. Not really. Like a bit would last me a good while. Because remember, at the end of the day, I'm a lightweight. I never smoked a full blunt before. I only take some hits. Do you think it was weird of you to force me to smoke and drink? Yes, that's why I stopped with the smoking, and I told you close to before we broke up that I want us to only drink for special occasions, and I meant that.
Smoke in my life until I met this girl. I have African parents, and I don't fuck with that shit. I remember there was a
Oh, he got African parents. So that explains why he said, what he just said. That explains why. I wonder where his parents is from, actually. Are they from, like, Ghanaian? Are they Ghanaian or Nigerian or Libyan, Somalian? Like, I know Africa is a continent, you know? But I want to know which country in Africa where he's from. Like, is he like one of those is he a Ghanaian or whatever it is? Like, and yeah. But anyway.
Time she even forced me to get my matching tattoo. There was a time, I think it was at the tattoo shop or whatever. I was on a double date. It was me, her, and two girls. They were gay or whatever. And bro, she was getting on me because I told her I did not want to smoke and drink, bro. She was literally in the hallway crashing out on me because I did not want to smoke and drink. This girl was a bad influence, always trying to force me to smoke and drink every fucking time she seen me, bro. Because she didn't know how to do anything, process or have fun without that shit, bro. Like, I just don't fuck with that shit. I don't fuck with smoking or drinking, but, you know, I just thought, here. You know, she's my ex or whatever. At the time, she was my girl, whatever. I was like, you know what, bro? Fuck it, bro. She wants to do it, then fuck it, bro. I'm gonna do it with her. But I never did that shit just to do it, bro. I don't fuck with that shit.
An outlet. For example, he would punch things, he would rip wires in the heat of conflicts. He would yell at me when I cried.
I would punch things, my nigga? I've never punched shit. What are you talking about, bro? And yes, I ain't gonna lie, early back in the day, I did have like slight anger issues or whatever, but I would never touch her. I would never put my hands on her. But yes, this is already on the internet. Like, every single time we break up, she goes to the internet and talks about this shit. Like, she's talked about this already. So why is she bringing this up again to make me look bad? Like, we're not forgetting the fucking bucket list, bro. We're not forgetting how you...
Yeah, that bucket list is crazy. That bucket list is crazy.
Fucking cheated on me with your cousin. But whatever, keep going.
He gaslit me until I believed I was the problem. There were 2 or 3 times where my ex would approach me unprovoked and put me in a chokehold against the wall. And
put you in a chokehold? Like, you're making me seem like I'm the fucking, like I'm a fucking devil. Put you in a chokehold. Does that, yo, like, anybody that knows me in real life, does that even sound like something I would do? You're telling me I would walk up to you and just fucking put you in a chokehold? What type of shit is that, bro? Like, nigga, I've never heard you say that shit ever. Like, where's the proof, bro? Like, how are you saying this with a straight face? This gotta be a script.
Scared, and he wouldn't. The next thing I'm about to say are serious allegations that I know men often get falsely accused of.
Falsely accused. So you're about to falsely accuse me like every other girl does to niggas, bro. Let's see what you got to say.
But at the end of the day, all I can do is come on here, tell my truth, tell my story, whether you want to believe it or not. There was a time where me and my ex were drinking, and he forced himself onto me.
Every single time we drank, she forced me to drink. Every single time we drank, she forced me to drink. She would always say, I want to see you blackout drunk. I want to see you drunk. I want you to just get loose and do whatever.
What I can say about that is that nobody can actually force you to drink. Like, I don't give a fuck how mad she get. If you don't want to drink, don't drink. I would never have anybody force me to do anything. Like, that's one thing I gotta say, man.
But that's not the point. Because I've never forced myself onto you. Never. Every single time we did something, we had consent. You know why? Because you're the overly sexual one. I'm a nonchalant ass nigga. I'd be chilling in my own world. And I think that's what made you mad. I think that's what made you think I don't like you, because I'm not always trying to fuck. I'm not always trying to have sex because I believe there's more to just sex, bro. You're always, every single day. Like, bro, when we were long distance, we was literally cracking every single day, 2 times a day. In the moment I told her I don't want to do it, I can't.
2 times a day for just the crack, it's not that bad. Now if it's like every single day, it's like that's when we gotta chill. Like, don't get me wrong, I love sex, I love the crack, but if it's like every single day, I can't do it. I know my sex drive is not that damn high.
Can't do it. She would gaslight me, say I don't love her. She would start crying.
Oh yeah. Also, just because somebody don't want to crack doesn't mean they don't like you. You know, it doesn't always mean that. Especially when y'all talk long enough and y'all feel attracted to each other, doesn't mean that they don't want to crack if they're not in the mood. I mean, it doesn't mean they don't like you if they're not in the mood just to not crack.
She would just force me, bruh. Like, bro. And then when she moved over here, obviously I see her every single day, so it's impossible to do that shit every single day. And I think that's what got in her head. And that's when she started saying stuff like, I thought you didn't like me no more. I thought you never touched me no more. And that's when I guess she cheated on me with her cousin. But I don't know. Like, that's just what she wants y'all to believe, bro. But I don't.
And it hurt, and I cried, and I begged him to stop, but he never did. At the time,
Like, come on, bro. Are you dead ass? You begged me to stop and I never... Bro, come on,
my
bro.
essay, he was very rough on me, which resulted in me getting a cut on my insides. Luckily, I was able to take video footage.
Y'all seen how she just looked at the script?
Luckily, I was able to take video footage of the blood on the scene and a graphic photo of the damage that resulted.
The script.
Let me see this. Okay, yes.
They got a little Kool-Aid on the ground.
Okay. So, Saturday, July 13th, okay? 2 days before your birthday. There's blood on the floor, right? There's no way out of this one. Tell me why July 18th, the same year, by the way, a couple days after your birthday, there's blood on the sheets and on the pillows. You know why? Because you're a freak and you always wanted me to crack. Always. Even when you was on, you know, your period. That time of the month. You thought if...
Coming, baby. Don't bleed everywhere. I'm bleeding everywhere. You still better dick me down. Bloody and all. I ain't doing all this work for nothing. With the two angry emojis pointed with the pointed one at that. Crying emoji. I will, damn. That's disgusting. I would never crack a bitch who is bleeding down there. That's nasty to me. And that almost happened to me. Actually, recently, that almost happened to me on that exact same bed over there. I couldn't do it. That was just nasty.
I didn't do it. I would think of you as disgusting. I didn't love you. So you know what? That's when I explored that and we started doing that. And I always had consent because that's what you wanted. You liked doing vampire sex. So what's on the floor is not the results of me doing that to you. That's just consent and what we had going on. I would never force myself onto you. I always had consent. I had proof from you. You always expressed how you wanted to do it during that time of month. And we did.
Did you wear a condom at least, my nigga? That's disgusting. I wouldn't do it. You better than me at this point.
Proof is in the pudding, bruh. So you're telling me July 13th. You're telling me what? Like fucking, cause this is a hotel, by the way. The sheets get changed. Shit gets clean. So you're telling me 13 to 18. 5 days later, I did it again. I did it again to you. I did the same exact thing I did on the 13th, on the 18th again to you. But aside from that, we broke up tons of times and she always ran to the internet. Why, if this really happened, why was this never a talking point in every single time you streamed once we broke up? It was always stuff like, oh, he would yell at me. Oh, something about the airport. He left me at the airport. Why was this never a topic? Why, matter of fact, why was this never brought to the police? Why is this only coming to the light now? I bet $100,000 that nobody in the world can say that you told them this. This is false. This is cap. And I know this is what the fucking reputation savers told you to look for. Any proof of fucking violence or SA. Like, you're sick and you're not gonna manipulate these people, bro. You're not gonna do that, bro. Fuck no.
After all this abuse, I formed a trauma bond with my ex, which made it hard for me to leave and left me in a cycle of half-hearted apologies that I
Made it hard for you to leave, bro? What?
continue to accept. This was a memory of mine that was heavily repressed because I didn't know how to process it at the time, and I was very oblivious to what a healthy relationship was supposed to look like. After 1 year of mental torment and trying to get my ex to change, to no avail, I left. Here's proof of my ex admitting to his anger issues and admitting to the abuse that led to the fallout of our relationship.
This was like our first breakup, by the way. We have like 4 more where I broke up with her and whatever.
The letters that he wrote for me where he confessed to his abuse and confessed to the wrongdoing.
This is the most relaxing game in 2025.
By the way, this has nothing to do with you cheating on me with your cousin, by the way. This has to do with me trying to get you back after the first time we broke up because I had anger issues. And I agreed that I would yell a lot, but I've never put my hands on you. Never did that. Never.
He put me through in our relationship. I also have a screenshot of a 20-minute confession where he confessed to his wrongdoings, and he made it for me in order to convince me to continue being in a relationship with him. I tried to re-access the link in order to showcase a video for you guys today, but it was sent by him and it was privated by him, so I no longer have access to it. My ex often tried to use money as a way to avoid responsibility for his shortcomings. I'm very grateful for everything my ex bought for me. However, I don't
What, nigga? What? You're the last person, bro. Hold on.
appreciate insisting that I was freeloading off of him when everything he ever did was his choice, and I don't
Everything I did was my choice. Everything I did was my choice? Are you fucking dead ass? You know how much money I spent on you and you're saying that was my choice? Bruh, I did everything for you. You got a car that didn't even fucking work, so you know what I did? I helped you take it to the shop and paid for everything. You missed flights that you were supposed to make on time, and because you were stranded at the airport, you know what you did? You called me so I could pay for those flights. But even if you didn't call me to pay for those flights, you had other people paying for you. Your mod manager, his name is X. I don't know who the fuck he is, but I would go to your Cash App and you had thousands sent to you. And meanwhile, I'm working my ass off. You had money on the side coming from this nigga, and you just don't even help. I don't know what it went to or what you did with that money, but you just had money coming in from multiple other guys. And I'm guessing that's why you're saying that you didn't even fucking ask me to help you because you had money from other guys. But the whole time you was asking me to buy you food, you asked me to buy you this, take you there, buy you flights, take you to Universal Studios, $2,000 trip, by the way, pay for everything, flights, everything. But okay, all right.
I believe a relationship should just be reduced to illicit expenses.
Sound like a freeloader if you're asking me.
Either. Monetary value does not disregard toxic behaviors. After all these gestures, I took my ex back in February of 2025. And in March of that year, after leaving him from the airport, I was set into a spiral of losing myself and wanting to seek therapy. Here's the video.
Bro, come on. Why are you playing the victim, my nigga? You talked about this on the internet when we broke up 1 year ago, bro. You're really trying so hard to bring up stuff that doesn't even correlate to you cheating on me with your cousin to make me look bad, bro. I see right through this. The internet sees right through this. Bro, if anything, bro, you emailed fucking Crisis and Reputation Saver, bro. It's done, bro. You're done, bro. But whatever. Keep talking.
I just don't know what I'm doing, but I feel
bro, this doesn't show nothing, bro. Bro, yes, we've broken up many times and you went to the airport, but every single time I would come and bring you back, that's we was toxic. Yes, we had a toxic relationship. The internet already knew that. You brought this to the internet many times. There's clips of you talk about me, lying on me already, bro.
I'm sorry, just so
And not to mention that she said that she portrayed herself as an evil light skin that would do anything to make her man mad. Well, her ex mad. Even to the fullness, even to the point where it's it just usually go overboard. That's what she legit just said.
No, it's scripted, but I just kind of want to put everything out because I'm breaking point in my life right now. But it's not your problem at all. At all.
I had sent this video to a friend. By the way, she sent this to the guy who sends her every single dollar she had to her name. His name was Etz. He basically was a sugar daddy that she didn't really talk to me about. She would FaceTime him at times. I really wish I knew what they were FaceTiming about. Maybe it was some cousin shit. I don't know. But yeah, a lot of times she would say this is her friend, but nah, it's Etz. It's her sugar daddy.
And the nigga did not even crack? This old ass sugar daddy ass motherfucker didn't crack? L sugar daddy.
Because you know why? Because he would often pay for her Ubers, pay for her rebookings if she missed a flight, pay for all of that.
L sugar daddy. He ain't
At the end of the day, I chose to stay in this relationship and I made my mistakes. I regret everything.
I hate how you're trying to make it seem like you was trapped in here, bro. Come on, bro. I fought demons to leave your ass, bruh. I fought fucking demons to leave you, nigga. I was fighting demons, bro. Everybody that knows me knows that you,
my man was fighting demons to leave her. Demons.
Manipulating me, and I was fighting demons. I tried leaving several times, bro. Several times, but each time I tried to leave, it was, Kenneth, please, I'm about to. Manipulation, bro. It's just bruh.
Everything I did, and I wish I could take it all back.
Bruh,
I never wanted to hurt anybody, and I understand how badly I messed up. The only thing I can do from now is take the time to better myself and to heal.
Yeah, so after all that, so yeah, basically I cheated on Kenneth with my cousin. But you know what? He did all of this in the past and some things that I just found out because the Crisis Reputation Saver people told me to lie about. But, after all that, I'm sorry again for cheating with my cousin.
The next and final thing I would like to discuss is my mental health. Throughout everything that has happened, I have come to terms with the fact that I suffer with depression.
Depression. Depression. What type of depression makes you send nudes to your cousin? What type of depression makes you lie to me that you're going to stream in Kentucky just to hang out with your cousin? What type of depression does that, bruh? That's not depression. Why do girls always play the I'm depressed? I'm depressed, so I went ahead and spread my legs and took pictures down there to send to my cousin because I'm depressed. In my house, by the way, in the other room, by the way, door is locked. I always wondered why the doors were locked, but you know, it makes sense now. It makes so much sense now.
Everything that has happened, I have come to terms. I chose to stay in this relationship and I made my mistakes. I regret everything I did and I wish I could take it all back. I never wanted to hurt anybody and I understand how badly I messed
Not a single tear in those eyes, by the way. And she's reading a script.
up. The only thing I can
Yo, I've never noticed that she didn't cry up until he ended up mentioning it. Yeah, I mean, it sounded like she was reading the script, but with her not crying, I never even realized that up until you mentioned it. Yeah, it kind of makes you think that she's actually just reading this shit off of a script. And they tell her to read it off of that too. Yeah, okay, now that makes sense.
do from now is take the time to better myself and to heal. The next and final thing I would like to discuss is my mental health. Throughout everything that has happened, I have come to terms with the fact that I suffer with depression. It's a battle that I've been unknowingly fighting for understanding myself. They need when they need it, and it can often lead to self-destruction multiple times. And the only reason I'm here right now is because I
was about to say, plus on top of that, like, she probably just kind of like crop off the video to keep herself from crying, and she ended up crying crying off of the camera, and then she just don't want to put it on here. I don't know, but at the same time, I don't know. Who knows?
I felt helpless, and every day I would struggle with finding a reason to continue to live. I often felt like the world would be a better place without me. The suicide facility that I was admitted to, fair and inhumane treatment that these people receive.
Abraham Lincoln united a nation that was deeply divided. He gave his life as a martyr for the cause of peace. Every hero's journey begins with a blank page.
Like, bro, you really trying to sympathy farm, bro? I'm the victim. God, bro, like, nigga, I'm the victim.
He sound like that DoorDash girl that be screaming, "I'm the victim." I'm the victim. That's what he sound like. He sound like that DoorDash girl that be screaming that. But the difference between her and him is that he's actually the victim. Unlike her, but he's actually the victim.
Even in the height of the situation, I had a calm voice catching you cheat on me. I didn't put hands on you catching you cheat on me. I didn't do nothing. I told you to leave my house, and that's what you did. Like, I'm not the bad guy, and you're not gonna sit here and put all these false allegations on me and make me seem like I'm the bad guy, bro. Like, it's fucking sick.
And from my experience there and my own personal journey, I've been very motivated to advocate for better resources and more attention given to these people to assist them in getting the proper help that they need. I understand that my actions have consequences, and I also understand how the internet works. So I knew the hate was inevitable, and I have no problem with facing that. However, I do want to remind you guys.
By the way, the moment I posted that video, you deleted all your accounts. And days before I posted that video, you started sympathy farming on your Instagram story, posting about how you was in the facility and how the facility treated you so wrong. And then you started texting people saying, yeah, life has been tough. But, you know, you just never really came to terms with what you did, which was cheat on me with your cousin. And I still think even now you believe you're in the right. I still don't think you, like, fathom what you did. Like, I think this was just a way to try to fix your PR, but I just think you dug yourself a bigger grave with this one. You should have just, I don't know.
Guys, that I am still a human being.
I mean, she kind of did low-key dug herself in a big grave after she ended up claiming that, well, after she basically just lied about the fact that he physically abused her with the blood and shit like that, like, that's coming out, which caused her to leak after he put hands and feet on her, which turns out is from, like, the period. It turns out it's from the period cat, that this period blood that she came from her cat, a little cooter. Wet ass, bloody, you know. But yeah, that's what it stems down. But yeah, that's the part that that she got caught slipping, and Kenneth have all the receipts of that. Yeah, she did not get out of that one.
And I don't think anyone deserves the immense cyberbullying and the non-stop death threats that I've received in the past few days. I do believe that bringing all this to the internet and the way my ex did was completely wrong. And
Every single time we broke up in the past 5+ times, you brought it to the internet. You're the streamer. You literally go on live and tell them everything, every single thing I did. Bro, if you're her mod, bro, come on, bro. Don't even fucking lie, bro. She would speak on everything, bring it to the internet every single time. And I kept my mouth shut. Even when she lied to me, even when she lied on my name, I kept my mouth shut because I just didn't want to bring our personal relationship to the internet. This is the one time I snapped, and it's because I found her cheating on me with her cousin in my house, and I have a valid reason to bring that to the internet, and I don't care what nobody says. If you're in my situation, if the roles were reversed and she caught me cheating and I was doing some shit with my cousin, bro, she would have brought this to the internet instantly to shame me. Like, what the fuck, bro?
Invasive. It felt like a breach in our privacy. I know a lot of people
Double
don't
standards.
believe I deserve the platform that I have and don't think I should come back to the internet at all. I understand. What I did is undoable, it's terrible, and I can't tell you enough how much I regret it. However, I do want to...
You don't bro. You don't regret it, bro. And I don't even think you understand how wrong it is. Cause the way you're texting me, the way you're saying, I'm sorry, but you know what? I could get you into Stream University though. I'll buy you your favorite car and your favorite dog. Like, bro, like this, like you're insane. Like, what did I get myself into, bro? What the fuck did I get myself into, bro? What did I get myself into, bro? Like, why me, bro? I'm just trying to like live my life, move forward in life. Why am I going through this, bro?
That is a good question. Why are you even go through this? Like, why?
come back. I do want to be able to use my platform to raise awareness for mental health because I know there's a lot of
Nigga, nobody wants to listen to someone who cheated on their boyfriend with their cousin. You're not, bro. What? What are you talking about? Who's gonna want to listen to you? That's incest. That you could go to jail for that.
Incest is described. No, incest is defined as marriage, cohabitation, or sexual activity between close blood relatives or family members who are legally forbidden for intermarrying. It is widely recognized as a severe form of psychological and sexual abuse due to the inherent betrayal of trust and power imbalances within families. Shit. I already know what that shit meant. I just wanted to say it.
people out there who are just like me, who are struggling and they don't even know it.
Nobody's struggling with fucking keeping their fucking hands to themselves and fucking not texting their cousin in a sexual way. You're the only one struggling with this. Who the fuck else is struggling with this? This is not depression. This is incest. Stop.
Okay. I already know who's struggling with that. This shit kind of reminds me of the Whitaker family. That's what that shit sound like to me. It gives me that type of vibes. It gives me that type of vibes.
Yo, people who are actually depressed, I'm sorry, because she's making fun of your fucking disorder. This is not depression.
And I will be back to doing what I love. Because at the end of the day, I want to use my platform to help people. And I do.
You want to use your platform to help people. Okay, to all of those who have cheated on your boyfriends with your cousin, just know it's okay. It happens. Looking at it, it's like, what, bro? Like, you can't use your platform to help. You cheated on me with your cousin. That's incest. And I just wish we live in a day and age where you fucking, like, bro, like, I have videos of your cousin's meat. I have videos of this down there in your ass.
Whoa, did he just say your cousin's meat? That's a big ass mega pause moment right there.
They were in your they were in your Snapchat camera roll with your cousin. Y'all exchanged nudes tons of times. Y'all, you're not telling me shit, but y'all was in the same hotel room. He was dancing, y'all. He was grabbing on you. Come on now. You're not gonna lie to me.
I believe after I get stronger and I get help, I can do that. To my community and to all my supporters, I'm so sorry I let you guys down. I'm so sorry I disappointed you guys. And if you are still here to support me, thank you. If not, that's okay too. Thank you for your time and thank you for listening.
Like, bro, like, yo, hey, shout out to the fucking PR reputation recovery people. Y'all surprised me with this one. I ain't know it was gonna be that good, bro. Not one single tear dropped in this video. That would have made it a little bit more believable. But hey, man, I'm not gonna lie. This girl is insane. She really fucking tried it, but everything she said was a lie. She brought up old, irrelevant information that has nothing to do with the fact that she cheated on me with her cousin. I never forced myself onto her. I never put my hands on her. I never forced myself onto her. Everything was consensual. Every fucking thing, and that's on everything. That's on God. That's on everything. I will be taking this girl to court because this, like, you're not finna fucking, like, That's defamation of character right there. That is sick. I didn't lie. I didn't say a single lie about what you did. I provided millions of evidence. I caught you. So why are you trying to make me look bad? You're the fucking cheater. You cheated on me with your cousin. I'm not gonna lie, bro. When I first seen this video drop, bro, my heart fucking dropped, bro. It took me so long to be able to record this, but bro, I'm not gonna sit here and let her try to tarnish my image, bro. Like I said, you need help. You can't just try to come out to the internet and tarnish my name. It's not gonna work because I will always have a counter. So don't try that shit. Just own up to what you did and move forward, okay? Stop trying to play victim. I'm the victim of the situation. I got cheated on. And this is what happens with a lot of males in this generation. The girls always try to manipulate the fucking internet, manipulate the world, have a sad face and play victim and play the SA card and make false allegations. But no, bruh. That shit is fucking dead, bro. I'm not gonna sit here and allow that to happen no more, bro. People who make false allegations need to get arrested, bro. So like I said, I will be taking this to court. And if she ends up making more shit, I will respond if I have to. But like I said, she's fucking lying about everything. And she's sick in the head. Thank you to everyone who's been reaching out and supporting me so far, bro. I really appreciate your support. But I'm sick, bro. I'm fucking sick to my stomach.
Yeah, we finally listened to both parties, their both stories. There's always gotta be that one truth, and that truth is that he got cheated on by her ex with her cousin. That's crazy. That is crazy. Well, I'm just hoping that this whole entire drama goes away, because even thinking about it and hearing about it is just disgusting. You know, I don't understand how people think this is normal of you cracking your cousin on some incest type shit. That's nasty. But yeah, let me know what y'all guys think. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I love you guys, and I'm out.
You can run, you can hide, you can bite, you can bark, but at the end of the day, you cannot escape from the dark. This world is hell, so what can you do? Positive power and protest is not enough to eliminate the wickedness that's cruel. Like robbing hardworking folks for their money and killing innocent people with the lack of accountability. Corrupt cops locking a black person up for a small crime, but let a white person off for the murderous crimes for show. Difficult situations is hard, but life is a lot harder. Experiencing both, it may be tough. Evil people's out to do evil things. It's best for you to mind yours and stay in your lane. But yo.